Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about some of the worst podcasts in Pakistan. First and foremost, the Pakistani worst podcast lacks substance. It's like listening to a bunch of random people rambling on about topics they have no expertise in. There's no research, no depth, and definitely no value for the listeners. It feels like a waste of time. Another major issue with this podcast is the lack of professionalism. The hosts often interrupt each other, go off on tangents, and even use offensive language at times. It's clear that they haven't put in the effort to structure their episodes or create a cohesive flow. As a listener, it becomes frustrating and disappointing. Moreover, the audio quality is horrendous. You can barely understand what they're saying due to the constant background noise, echoes, and muffled voices. It's as if they recorded the podcast in their basement without any proper equipment or editing. Furthermore, the worst podcast in Pakistan fails to engage with its audience. There's no interaction, no listener questions or feedback. It feels like they're just talking at you, rather than creating a dialogue or fostering a sense of community. It's a one-sided conversation that leaves you feeling disconnected. Lastly, let's talk about the lack of diversity in topics. The worst podcast in Pakistan seems to focus only on gossip, rumors, and controversial issues. There's no room for intellectual discussions or educational content. It perpetuates a shallow and narrow-minded approach towards podcasting. In conclusion, the worst podcast in Pakistan is a prime example of how not to create engaging and valuable content. It lacks substance, professionalism, audio quality, audience engagement, and diversity in topics. As a listener, it's important to seek out podcasts